Welcome back to WTF Computer. This is HTML and CSS episode 3. Today we're looking at links, images, and attributes. This is, of course, Matt Frankel on WTF Computer. So let's jump straight into it. We'll go over to our VS Code, and you'll notice that we're working with some pretty similar tags that we have on previous videos. So we'll go ahead and just straight away we'll add our image. So we'll do an image tag, and then this is what an attribute is. It's when you apply another rule to the tag. So image is a tag on its own, but we're going to add a source, and this just tells what the image is, where to get the image. And we've got an image in our folder on our desktop where this file is stored called tech. So we can go ahead and save that in there. And you'll notice now we've got this large image I had prepared in my folder here. Let's say we want to add another image. We'll go ahead and do another image tag, source, and I've got another one, albert.png. I'll close my tag off, save, and you'll notice we've got our Albert over here too. Now let's say we want this image is way larger than the other, so let's say we want to make this a bit smaller. We'll go ahead and add our first inline style tag, and an inline style tag just means it's in the same line as the tag opposed to in a new file, and which we'll look at in a later video as we explore CSS more in depth. So we're going to add next to our image and before the source a style equals double parentheses, space between there, and size 25%. Which one did I do that on actually? That was on Albert. I didn't mean to do that on Albert. So I'll do that next to my first image. Sorry, bear with me. Style equals double parentheses, and we'll say width, not size, we'll say width, 25%. Save that, and we'll look here, and that's pretty close. I'll make it 22 and see if that does it. 22%. Okay, I'm going to get really bad OCD trying to get this on. 23.5. 0.9. Ooh, we're close. This is going to be a whole video of me just doing this. There we go, that'll do. So we've got our two images now. So we've added some images, we've changed the width with an inline style tag, and that's just one example of the style tags you can do. And let's break this style tag down and see what we've actually done here. So we've said width, colon. The colon pretty much is an equal sign, and then our value, 23.7%, semicolon. A semicolon signifies the end of that statement. So now let's go ahead and add another inline style tag. Let's say to our header 1. We'll go style, just like before, equals, double parentheses, and inside of this we're going to say font size, and we'll say 3 rem. Rem is just a measurement, so you'll notice now that our HTML and CSS is slightly larger. We could also use pixels, and we'll say 50 pixels, or we could say 500 pixels, and you'll see it's huge. We don't really want that though. I don't know why you would. We'll just leave it at, let's say, 3 rem. Like that. We can add another tag next to this. So this is what the semicolon is useful for. If we didn't have a semicolon and I tried to add another tag, like font size, CSS tag, or a style, it would register it all as the same one. So we need to put a semicolon in, and we'll say color, colon, red, semicolon. You'll notice a little box popped up there, and now our text is red. Now let's look at links. Let's say I want, when you click on my name, to take you to my LinkedIn profile. So what we'll do is we'll go into our CSS, and before my name, I'm going to add an A tag. I'm going to put my name inside these two A tags, the opening and closing A tag. And then in the first A tag, I'm going to add another attribute, which will be the href hyperreference equals. I'll get my double quotes, go to my LinkedIn profile, copy that, link in, and paste. And now you'll notice when we go over here, we've got our purple underlined name. So if we click on that, it's going to take me to my LinkedIn. So we've added a link. Awesome. It's important to note that just like with this image here, where we've used a local document, so a document on my computer, we can also use external images. So if I went onto Google Images and we just grab the first image, let's say tiger, the first thing I could think of, we go right click, copy image link, go into our document, and if we change our Albert to this link, save that, you'll notice that we actually can reference images from other sites. So I'm going to undo that because I don't really want the tiger there. And I'm going to add back in my LinkedIn profile. But our link is very ugly. So let's say we want to change the style of this link. So before our hyperreference style, we add another one. Style equals text decoration, none. This is going to get rid of our underline, make it less ugly. And then after the semicolon, we're going to say color. And we'll say gray, because we want it to be different from the actual text. No, that's ugly. We'll say black. And now you'll notice that although the text all looks the same, when I click it, it's going to take me to LinkedIn. Now let's say I want to add one more link, but on top of an image. You can do this the exact same way, just by wrapping the image in an A tag. So we'll create our A tag before our tech image, and put the closing A tag after the tech image. So go over here, paste that, and we'll add a href equals google.com. We'll make sure we add the secure protocol. And now when we click on our tech, it's going to take us to Google. Perfect. So in this episode, we've covered how to change a font color, the font size, we've added a link from it, and we've also added a link to our image. So this is HTML and CSS, episode 3. We looked at our links, images, and attributes. And don't forget, an attribute is just another variant or variable you apply to a tag. So here with our image, we've applied a source attribute. Here with our A tag, we've applied a hyperreference. Here with our header tag, we've applied a style tag, an inline style tag. Our next episode, we're going to be doing a little bit more CSS and creating maybe a nav bar. So stick around and I'll see you guys in that episode.
We got a #1 victory royale. Yeah, Fortnite, we bout to get down. 10 kills on the board right now. Just wiped out Tomato Town. My friend just gone down. I revived him, now we're heading southbound.